Hello everybody, this is a quick tutorial on how I base my Victrix figures. As you can see, I've already glued this one straight to the base, and then we're going to be working from there. Basically all I'm going to be using is some of this glue here, and I also have my little aggregates box that I use. As you can see, it's got sand in there. It's just a mixture of bits and pieces that you can get from sort of model train sets, really. I mean, basically, it's just a mixture of stuff. It's got sand in there, it's got small stones in there, and bits and pieces like that. Yeah, and that's all I use for my basing. Okay, so bear with me a moment and we'll go to step one. Okay, so step one's complete. All I've done is I've just basically gone over the whole of the base with that contactor cement. Yeah, that's all I've done. I don't know if you can see this properly, but yeah, that's all I've done there. And then all I'm going to do is dip that into my aggregates box until you end up with that. Right, so that's step one. The beauty of using this contactor cement stuff is that it doesn't dry straight away. I've seen people use sort of super glue and stuff like that, but with this stuff, if you do have any bits that have gone over the shoes or stuff like that, you can then spend a couple of minutes, because it doesn't dry straight away, you can spend a couple of minutes basically just sorting that out. Okay, so I'm going to sort that out and then I'm going to leave it for a couple of hours to dry, and then I'll come back. See you in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back. As you can see, the base is dry. The glue's dried on there. Left it a couple of hours and it's all dry on there. So I'm going to move on to the next phase, which is to start to paint it up. And what I'm going to use for that is a couple of colours. I'm going to use the Vallejo Flat Earth and the Vallejo Desert Yellow. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix both of them together to make a sort of a lighter sort of flat earth, sort of an in-between the desert yellow and the flat earth. So I'm going to mix that up and put a base coat of that on, and I shall return when I've done that. See you soon. Okay guys, welcome back. This is dry now. As you can see, it's just kind of like a light earth that's gone on there, and it's pretty plain. So yep, that's the base coat done. Next, we are going to use these two colours. What I usually do is I'll use the Army Painter Strong Tone and Flat Earth. And what I'll do is I'll probably do one drop of the Flat Earth to about 6, maybe 7 of the Strong Tone, and then I'm going to hit the whole thing and just paint it all over the top and let that sink into the crevices, and then we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so bear with me for a little while and I'll do that, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, as you can see, I've washed the whole thing. It turned out that I used around about 10 drops of Strong Tone, a bit of water and 1 drop of the Vallejo Flat Earth. What I've done, just washed the whole thing. I'm gonna let that dry and see how that looks, and then I'll come back and we'll move on from there. Anyway, see you soon. Okay guys, now it's dry, and as you can see, it's sank in there and it's looking quite well defined. Now it's up to you. You can dry brush over the top if you want, go up a lighter shade, you can give it another ink wash if you want. What I usually do at this point is I'll usually paint around the rim sort of a dark brown, put a couple of tufts on it, and usually that's about it. I mean, I do occasionally add stones to it, which I make out of bits of cork, bits of broken up cork, and then just glue them on, paint them up. But basic, yeah. Easy, yeah. And I don't really want to be doing much more than this to it, especially if I've got a lot of them lined up. You know, it's just pretty straightforward. Looks like dirt. You know, a couple of tufts on that, and yeah, that's pretty much how I do my bases. Yeah, there's lots of other ways of doing it, like I say, but this works alright for me. It does the job, and like I say, I don't really want to mess about too much when I'm doing the bases, unless I'm doing things like dioramas and stuff. The rest of it, you know, it's just wargamey stuff. Time you varnish that up, took any kind of gloss off of it, that's going to look alright. Anyway, I hope this was useful for you. By all means, leave me some comments and criticisms if you want. And yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Bye bye.